Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Tech Getter Official. Your Windows PC is not fully secure until you do this. Most people believe that simply enabling Windows Defender and tweaking a few visible settings makes their system ultra secure. But what if I told you that Windows Defender has many powerful security features hidden from normal users? These critical settings are not accessible from the standard interface. You can only enable them using Group Policy Editor or PowerShell. And unless you enable them, your system remains vulnerable to malware, ransomware, and modern cyber attacks. In this video, I'll walk you through the most important Windows security settings that you must enable to properly harden Windows 11, all without installing any third-party antivirus software. Most users believe that simply turning on Windows Defender is enough. In reality, Windows Defender is only partially enabled by default. Microsoft includes several advanced protection layers that remain hidden, ignored, or disabled, and unless you enable them, your system is still exposed to modern threats. These settings significantly strengthen Windows Defender's real-time protection, improve exploit prevention, and dramatically reduce the risk of malware infections, zero-day attacks, and ransomware. Once properly configured, Windows Defender becomes a true enterprise-grade security solution, similar to what businesses and IT professionals use. Ransomware protection, the most important step. One of the most critical things you must do is enable all ransomware protection features in Windows Defender. Ransomware attacks don't just rely on viruses anymore. Modern ransomware uses exploited system processes, Office macros, script-based attacks, malicious installers and fake updates. Windows Defender includes powerful ransomware defenses such as controlled folder access, exploit guard, attack surface reduction, ASR, rules. When these features are properly enabled, Windows can block ransomware before it even starts encrypting your files. If these protections are left disabled, even a single wrong click can lead to complete data loss. Many users ignore these settings because they're buried deep in Windows security or only accessible through Group Policy or PowerShell, but enabling them is one of the best security decisions you can make. Memory integrity, why you should never disable it. You'll often see YouTube videos, Reddit posts, or gaming forums telling users to disable memory integrity to gain FPS. Let me be clear, this is bad security advice. Memory integrity, also known as core isolation, protects your system at the kernel level. This means it blocks malicious drivers. It prevents memory-based exploits. It stops malware from injecting code into critical system processes. Yes, it can cause a very small performance impact, especially in certain games or older systems, but the trade-off is worth it. If you're using Windows Defender daily to protect your PC against real-world threats, memory integrity is one of the strongest protections you have. Disabling it may give you a few extra FPS, but it also removes a major barrier that malware relies on to take full control of your system. In simple terms, a small FPS drop is nothing compared to losing your data or getting infected. Why these settings matter in 2026? Cyber threats today are far more advanced than traditional viruses. Most attacks now rely on fileless malware, script execution, legitimate tools being abused, signed but vulnerable drivers. The hidden Windows Defender features you'll enable in this video are designed specifically to stop modern attack techniques, not just old-school viruses. Once configured correctly, Windows Defender becomes significantly harder to bypass. Malware execution is blocked at multiple levels. Ransomware attacks are stopped before damage occurs. And the best part? You get all of this protection for free, built directly into Windows 11. Attack Surface Reduction, ASR, rules, the real power of Microsoft Defender. Now let's talk about Attack Surface Reduction, ASR, rules, one of the most powerful and underrated security features built into Microsoft Defender. ASR rules are designed to reduce the ways malware can attack your system. Instead of reacting after a virus runs, ASR focuses on blocking common attack methods before malware can execute. This is a completely different approach compared to traditional antivirus scanning. Every ASR rule targets a specific behavior commonly abused by malware, such as Office apps creating malicious child processes. Scripts launching hidden executables. Email clients delivering executable payloads. Abuse of system tools like PowerShell, WMI, or command line utilities. Each rule is clearly named and explains exactly what it blocks or monitors, which makes them easier to understand than people think. Before we continue, a quick and important disclaimer. This video is created for educational and informational purposes only. Any changes you make to your system are entirely at your own risk. I'm not responsible for data loss, system instability, or software issues. Always make sure you understand what a setting does before enabling or disabling it. Now with that out of the way, let's continue. Inside the attack surface reduction configurator, one of the biggest advantages is that you can enable rules individually instead of blindly blocking everything at once. This is extremely important because every user uses their PC differently. Some people use scripting tools, some rely on portable apps, some work with Office macros, and others never touch these features at all. If you block everything without understanding what you're doing, you may accidentally break software that you depend on daily. That's why ASR rules are designed to be flexible, not restrictive by default. Each ASR rule has two main controls. First, you can enable or disable the rule itself. Second, you can choose how strictly that rule is enforced. You'll generally see three main modes. These modes are often color-coded, which makes things much easier to understand at a glance. Gray means the rule is disabled. Orange means the rule is in audit mode. Red means the rule is fully enforced and blocking activity. Let's talk about what this means in real-world use. If a rule is set to block, Windows will immediately stop that behavior from happening. There is no prompt, no warning, it is simply blocked. This is the strictest and most secure option. If a rule is set to audit, Windows will allow the action to happen, but it will log the event. This lets you see what would have been blocked without actually breaking anything. This is perfect for testing and learning how your system behaves. If a rule is set to warn, Windows will show a prompt and ask the user whether to allow or block the action. This gives control to the user, but it also depends on the user making the correct decision. Best practice recommendation. Start with audit mode. Review logged events. Identify which rules affect your normal workflow. Gradually switch important rules to block mode. Keep warn mode only where user choice makes sense. ASR is not about maximum restriction. It's about smart restriction. I hope this video helped you better understand how to properly secure your Windows system and why these settings actually matter in real-world protection. If you found this information useful, or if you learned something new today, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read your comments, and your feedback really helps shape future videos on this channel. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Windows security tips, performance tweaks, and honest tech guide. Thanks a lot for watching and supporting the channel.